Hello everybody and welcome back to another match reaction. It finished at the Valley in the Emirates FA Cup third round. Charlton Athletic 0, Norwich City 1. And I think every single Charlton fan today that watched the game, that was at the ground today, can say that we can hold our heads high after that performance. I think that was a very, very good display from the boys today, and to be honest with you, I'm very proud. We really did give it a very good go against the Premier League opposition, and we matched them. We matched them, to be honest with you, and could even say that we dominated them for large parts of the game. We outplayed a very bang average, shocking Norwich side for the most of it. I think it was really down to the fitter team winning on the day, to be honest with you. I think that we definitely showed enough to win the game. It was just end product really let us down. I felt we should have at least taken them to extra time today. Like I say, Norwich definitely were not all that. You couldn't tell that Norwich were a Premiership side and we were a mid-table League One side with pretty much nothing to play for. You know, we really did give it a good go, and that is, you know, all credit to Johnny Jackson and those players out there today. You know, they really did play for the badge and made me very proud of this amazing club that I support. And yeah, a very good performance. It's just a shame that we came up short. So going into the game, obviously the starting lineup, Johnny Jackson did pretty much field the best 11 that he could going into this one. He was going for it, and that was, I think, very refreshing to see, because we haven't really gone for a cup game in a very long time. You know, we've never really shown that sort of integrity in a cup competition. Stephen Henderson did get the go-ahead in between the sticks over Craig McGillivray. Obviously, McGillivray wasn't too impressed by that. He did come out in a interview recently saying that he doesn't want to be dropped in cup matches, but Henderson obviously has played the FA Cup game, so he got the go-ahead. It was Jaiyesimi and Perce as the wing-backs, Clare, Perce and Ryan Inniss making his first start in a very long time. Obviously, Akinfanwo, being on loan from Norwich, was not eligible to play the game today, with Dobson, Gilbey and Lee, and leading the line was Jonathan, Leko and Mason Burstow. Obviously, Stockley has been sidelined with a hip injury recently. It's still unknown as to how long the injury is. Connor Washington also unavailable from today's game due to a slight niggle, is what Jackson put it down to. He said that he could be available for Wednesday's fixture against Crewe, which obviously is very good news. But that was probably my only concern going into this game. Obviously, our attacking options were fairly thin. Obviously, Burstow getting the go-ahead was really brilliant to see, really, really nice. And I was looking forward to seeing how he would fare against the Premier League side. And to be fair, not just him, but the entire squad. I was really looking forward to seeing how we were going to fare against the Premier League opposition. And Norwich did not muck about with their lineup on paper anyway. They did go full strength. You know, Tim Krul in goal, Grant Hanley within the squad. They had, you know, McLean, Josh Sargent up front, Kieran Dow. There were some very good options within that side. And obviously on the bench as well, Timu Pukki, Rashika, Max Aarons, Brandon Williams. You know, they had some very, very good options and did pretty much go full strength. I felt that if we went full strength and went for it and showed the passion and the desire, we could cause an upset. And you have to say, for the vast majority of this game, we did. That first half was absolutely fantastic. Charlton absolutely played Norwich off the park in that first half. Norwich were shocking, to be honest with you, within that first 45. They were absolutely terrible, and we were just cutting them out, playing some really good football, you know, some really tidy passing in there today, and it was a really, really good performance. You know, we kept Norwich at bay for the most part. Ryan Inniss had an absolute blinder inside that first half, not just in the first half, but in the entire game. Inniss was an absolute tank today, an absolute animal. But we honestly played so well inside that first half, and we can really be proud of the way we played, because we went toe-to-toe and outplayed Norwich inside that first half. They did not have anything, and you really could say that we should really have found the back of the net. You know, end product was the only thing that let us down, but we had some really good opportunities. You know, Elliot Lee's effort, which I think either went wide. Mason Burstow really should have scored his opportunity. It was an absolutely golden opportunity from Burstow. I think the ball come in the box on the left-hand side. I think it was Lee who put it in. I think it come towards Leko. He either left it or got a flick on. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure if he got a touch to it, but it come to Burstow at the near post, and I think he's just put it wide. It was really, really close from Burstow, an opportunity that he really should be scoring. But I mean, it just showed, you know, the tempo of the game, that we were on top. Alex Gilbey had a very good chance as well near the end of that half, towards half-time. But we really did give it a very good go. Obviously, half-time was 0-0, but we were absolutely on fire inside that first half. Like I said, you could not tell that Norwich were a Premiership side and we were a mid-table League One team. Honestly, we really gave it a good go inside that first half. And to be honest, we're very unlucky not to go into the break ahead. We were winning the midfield battles. We were putting in some really crunching tackles. George Dobson and Ryan Inniss really did put in some solid tackles, some very good challenges today. And like I said, all over the pitch, we were absolutely fantastic. Leko was getting about the place, showing a lot of high energy, getting about the place, taking on players. We were really good inside that first half. And like I said, we're very unlucky not to go into the second half ahead. And going into that second half, we started electric. We were fantastic inside the opening 15 minutes, getting chances away, forced a very good save out of Tim Krul as well, stretched out his leg to make a save. I think it was Elliot Lee that had that opportunity, but we honestly were going for it and we didn't give Norwich anything inside that first 60 minutes. But after that period ended, you could definitely show that fatigue played a factor. We were absolutely blowing towards the end of that period. Burstow especially, you could tell the kid was knackered and he needed to come off, and he did eventually come off. I do think that the substitutions, although they needed to happen, didn't really help us. They didn't make much of an effect on the game. Burstow obviously came off for Josh Davison, which I was a little bit nervy about, considering the way Davison has been playing at the moment. Ryan Inniss came off as well. He was replaced by Gunter, which again was a little bit of a nervy one as well, to be honest with you. And then Diallang Jaiyesimi came off as well, who I felt was okay, although again showed, signs of him being a little bit hesitant to cross the ball when he does cross the ball, he can't really do that anyway. And a bit of a hesitance to take on players either. It was a like-for-like change with that one. Blackett-Taylor took his place. I think Ryan Inniss coming off especially really did have an effect on the final half an hour, because Inniss, like I said, was an absolute animal today. He was such an influence in the defensive line, and really nice to see him back in the squad. Unfortunately, Norwich, who were the fitter team on the day, we have to say they were definitely the fitter side, took the advantage, pulled it back across the box. Easy tap-in, really. Easy tap-in to put it past Stephen Henderson. A goal that they questionably deserved if you look at over the course of the full game, but like I said, they were fitter than us over the course of the full 90. It was a shame to see that goal go in, because after that went in, it was sort of a case of like, yeah, I think we've lost this now. But I was saying to all my mates around me, like, we can hold our heads high after that performance. And to be fair, with the final moments of the game, we very nearly came close to sending it to extra time. Kirk came on for Alex Gilbey. Gilbey again put in a very good shift today. Kirk, interestingly, came on through the middle. Obviously, we spoke about him in my transfer video. We did say that I don't think Kirk is a wing-back, and I felt that he's best utilised, potentially could be best utilised anyway, within the middle of the pitch. And he was put on in the middle. Didn't have much of an effect on the game, like most of the, like all of the substitutions, to be fair to him. So I'm not going to batter Kirk for his performance because he came on for like 5 minutes. But what I am going to talk about is that chance in the final minutes of the game. How we didn't score is absolutely beyond me. Literally, last kick of the game, free kick gets punted into the box. I think Stephen Henderson took the free kick, actually. Was expecting Henderson to come forward and come into the box and try and go up for the header, but no, he come up and took the free kick. Ball come in, headed back across, I think, from Dobson. I think Perce was able to nod it down, and it comes to, Clare. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it came to Clare. He's headed it up, and at the time, I couldn't tell whether it hit the bar or Tim Krul made the save. But after watching a video, I think one of my mates, one of the people that I was with, managed to film it, and we said in the Rose of Denmark after the game that it did hit the bar. It was very close, but it did hit the crossbar, and then it comes back down. It comes to, I think, Leko or Blackett-Taylor, and they get in the way of each other. I think, to be honest with you, if Leko leaves that for Blackett-Taylor to smash, that's going in, and that's going to be extra time for us. And unfortunately, they just got in the way of each other. It was just... It summed up our afternoon, really. It summed up that side of our game, in that our end product was lacking massively. And if we had our end products, if we had Stockley and Washington on the pitch, you could definitely say from the way that the game went, it would have been a completely different story, because I really don't think Norwich were all that. I think they were very bang average and shocking, to be honest with you, for a Premier League side. And I think, like I said, we can be very proud of that performance. We may be mid-table in League One, but we gave it a very good go today. And we may have lost 1-0. That was a full-time whistle, obviously. Charlton 0, Norwich 1. Despite us losing that game and going out of the FA Cup third round, we can be very proud, very proud of that performance. But to put a bit of a negative on what was a very positive performance, and I'm sorry to do this, but it did show how desperate we are for a striker. Jonathan Leko played, in my opinion, very well. It was just the end product that was lacking for him today. You know, he got about the place, was, in my opinion, a pretty decent performance. Mason Burstow, he's one for the future, and he really did show how good of a player he is and how good of a player he will be within the future. You know, he really took his chance well today. Josh Davison had a point to prove when he came on. I'm not going to batter him for his performance today because I think all of the substitutions, not just him, didn't have an effect on the game today. But in spite of that, it does show that we are seriously lacking in the final third and in the attacking department, and we really need to strengthen in that area sooner rather than later. Obviously, Washington's injury, Jackson has said that it's not that serious, which obviously is very good to hear. But Stockley, he said that it's not straightforward, the injury, but to me, in my opinion anyway, I think Stockley is going to be out for a little while with the hip injury that he has had. And I hope I'm wrong. Fair play to the boys, man. Fair fucking play to Johnny Jackson and his team today, because we really did go for it and we did go toe-to-toe and outplayed for the vast majority of this game today. A Premier League side. You know, we played very, very well, and we can definitely hold our heads high and take this performance into our next game on Wednesday against Crewe. So that is it for this match reaction, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, can you possibly leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and turn on those post notifications so you are notified of every time I post a new video. What do you guys think of the game? And let me know in the comments below. There will, of course, be a match reaction to the Crewe game on Wednesday. I'm not going, but I will be watching it at home. I'm in two minds about going Cheltenham away on Saturday. Obviously, the tickets are very close to be selling out, so I need to make a decision pretty quickly. If I don't end up going to the Cheltenham game, there will be a League One transfer rumour roundup video, which, by the way, thank you all very much for the support on that video. I've had that planned for the longest time, and to see the amount of support that I got on that video is greatly, greatly appreciated. So there will be a video of that coming if I don't go to the Cheltenham game. Like I say, I'm in two minds about it. But a massive, massive shout out to Ben J, of course, the Charlton fan that led the teams onto the pitch today. I am very, very sorry, mate, with what you are going through right now, but I am sure, like all Charlton fans do, you will stay strong and soldier through this hard time that you are going through. I wish you and your family absolutely all the best. And in spite of the result, I hope you had a very good day today. That will be an experience that will live with you forever. I'm sure about that, mate. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the game today, mate. I wish you all the best in the future. This has been Tyler Rowlinson. Have a nice day, and I will see you all for the match reaction on Wednesday against Crewe. Take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all then.